There is a specific kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. It is not the tiredness of the body, worn down by labor. It is the deep, grinding fatigue of the soul. It is the exhaustion of an actor who has been on stage for 20 years, performing a play he did not write, for an audience he does not respect. You feel it, don't you? The heaviness in your chest when you smile at a joke that isn't funny. The knot in your stomach when you say yes because you are too terrified to say no. We spend our lives building a cage out of other people's expectations, and then we sit inside it, wondering why we feel like prisoners. We are taught from birth that to be good is to be agreeable. We are trained to be chameleons. We change our colors to match the room. We soften our voices to avoid conflict. We carve away pieces of our own nature just to fit into the jagged spaces others leave for us. But ask yourself, what has this compliance bought you? Has it earned you respect? No, it has earned you convenience. People keep you around because you are useful, because you are safe, because you offer no resistance. You have become a mirror, reflecting everyone else's vanity while your own identity fades into the glass. This is the hidden cost of people-pleasing. It is a slow suicide of the character. Every time you seek validation from outside, you are handing over your sovereignty. You are telling the world, I do not trust my own judgment. Please, tell me who I am. We fear being disliked more than we fear being untrue. We fear the silence of an awkward moment more than the noise of a lie. We view the disapproval of others as a death sentence. But this fear is a phantom. It is a shadow on the wall that we have mistaken for a monster. We believe that if we just sacrifice enough of ourselves, the world will finally love us. But the world does not love those who have no spine. It consumes them. There was an emperor who stood at the pinnacle of human power. He commanded armies, held the fate of millions in his hands, and could have demanded endless praise. Yet in his private journals, Marcus Aurelius wrestled with this very sickness of the human condition. He wrote down a thought that cuts through 2,000 years of noise. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. Think of the madness of that. We prioritize our own survival, yet we trust the judgment of strangers above our own soul. Epictetus, a man who owned nothing but his own mind, warned us about the price of looking outward. He said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This is the price of freedom. To be willing to be misunderstood. To be willing to look like a fool to the mob, so that you may remain a king inside your own mind. The ancients understood that reputation is something you cannot control. It is an indifferent. It is the wind blowing against the mountain. The mountain does not bow to the wind. It does not ask the wind for permission to stand. It simply is. When you tie your peace to the applause of others, you are building your house on the edge of a volcano. You are a slave to every frown, every whisper, every shifting mood of the crowd. That is not life. That is bondage. Strength returns the moment you stop explaining yourself. Realize this. You owe no one an explanation for your values. You owe no one an apology for your boundaries. The path to self-mastery requires you to become comfortable with the word no. No is not an insult. It is a shield. It is the gatekeeper of your time and your energy. When you stop trying to please, a strange thing happens. The noise fades. The frantic anxiety to fix every silence disappears. You begin to cultivate a quality that is rare in this modern world. Gravitas. You become solid. When you disagree, you do not raise your voice. You simply state your truth and let it hang in the air. You do not chase approval. You do not beg to be understood. You act with virtue. You act with discipline, and you leave the results to fate. This will feel cold at first. People who benefited from your weakness will call you arrogant. They will say you have changed. Good, let them speak. Their disappointment is not your burden. You are building an inner citadel. Inside that fortress, you determine your worth. If you have acted with honor, if you have kept your word, if you have controlled your impulses, then you are enough, even if the whole world turns its back on you. This is the ultimate discipline. To stand alone, misunderstood by the many, but fully respected by the one person who matters, the man in the mirror. Burn the mask. Stop performing for an audience that does not care. A man who needs nothing from others is the only man they cannot break.